Now we're going to be writing our first program. So I'm going to head over to the file menu. Here I'm going to select new text file or new file. So let me go with the new text file. Now I'm going to save this file. So I'm going to go to File and click on Save As. Here I'm going to specify where I want to store my file. Currently I'm inside of the folder named Python classes. So this is a folder I created earlier on. So you have the liberty of storing your file wherever you want to store it in your computer. Now I'm going to be providing the name for those files, so I can call it my program. Next, I'm going to be providing an extension. So I'm going to write .py. What this means is that I'm trying to create a Python script or a Python file. So if you want the computer to treat your file as a Python file or as a Python script, you have to use .py extension. If not, you are going to be creating an ordinary text-based file, which is not really a Python script. And if you notice, I did not include spaces in my file name. There is nothing wrong if you include spaces, but as a personal advice, ensure that you do not include spaces in your file name. Rather, if you want to denote spaces, you can use underscore. So let me revert it back to the way it is. So we'll have my program.py. Now I'm going to save this file. And if you look at the file name, by the left, you can see a Python icon. And what this means is that this is a Python script or a Python file. At this point, we can start writing our programs. So I'm going to have print hello world. And I can also have another print statement, print welcome to Python world. So don't worry if you do not understand what I'm trying to do. I'm simply trying to display hello world and welcome to Python world in our terminal. Shortly, we're going to dive into Python syntax and how to write programs in Python. But for now, we're trying to write our first program. Now, I'm going to save this file either by going to the file and clicking on save, or using the keyboard keys Ctrl and S to save the file. At this point, we are ready to run our program. Running a program is the same thing as executing your program. It is one thing to write a program and another thing to execute the program. So when we say running a program, we're saying executing the program. And towards the top right corner of the screen, you can see a play icon. All you have to do is to click on it, and it is going to run the program. And as you can see, we have the hello world and welcome to the Python world. If you run this program, your own may not display in the terminal the way my own is displaying. And this is because I customized how CodeRunner displays my program. So if you want your own to display the way my own is displaying, you can hold the Ctrl, Shift, and P. Now you are going to click on Preferences, Open User Setting, which is a JSON file, and be sure to type this into your own exactly the way it is in my own. This way, your output is going to display the way my own is displaying. Another way of running the program is through the terminal. So I'm going to click on the terminal and I'm going to navigate in the folder or directory where the script is stored. And if you look towards the title of the script, you can see that my program.py is inside of Python classes, which is inside of the document, which is inside of the del. And currently, we are in the del directory. So first, I'm going to get into the folder containing the script, and I'm going to be using the command line prompt. So I'm going to type cd for change of directory, and I'm going to go into the document. So I'm going to have cd document. Now I'm going to head over to the Python classes folder. So I'm going to have cd, and because this name has a space, that is Python space classes, I'm going to have a quote. So we'll have Python classes. Then hit enter to enter into the directory. Now to run the program, I'm going to type Python followed by the name of the script, which is my program.py, and then hit enter. And as you can see, we have the hello and the welcome to the Python world. So if you want to run the program, you can either use the code runner, or you can go to the terminal and then type Python followed by the name of the script, which in this case is my program.py. So this is basically how you run Python programs using VS Code.